Ladies and gentlemen, my name's Stryftek, and I'm here to ask and answer one simple question. Is it worth your time? On trial today, Ratchet Clank Rift Apart. Released in June of 2021 by Insomniac Games, this is a third-person, cartoony-like RPG. Insomniac Games is known for 2018's Marvel Spider-Man, along with 1998's Spyro the Dragon, and all the other Ratchet & Clank games. And let me tell you, there are a lot of other Ratchet & Clank games. This is the 17th game in the series? Anyhow, I am jumping into it with absolutely no prior knowledge whatsoever. Never played a Ratchet & Clank game. Let's see how it goes. We start at a celebration where retired Ratchet and Clank are being celebrated. Clank gives Ratchet a Dimensionator so we can go find out more about his kind across the dimensions, the Lombaxes. But of course, evil villain shows up, steals it.
Put down the Dimensionator, Nefarious.
Put down the Dimensionator. Yeah, right.
It gets ruined.
Hey! What did you do?
Throwing the dimensions into chaos, and now you have to fix it. The whole story is very predictable. Nothing was a surprise, and everything was telegraphed from about a mile away. And in this kind of game, I didn't mind that. It's like when you rewatch Friends or The Office for the 12th time. You know what's coming, but you still enjoy it. The big gripe I have is the lack of introductions. We'd get a new character showing up on screen, and then Ratchet or Rivet would briefly mention that they were someone they knew, and then we just moved on. That was it. Even if you wanted more information and you searched in the menus, it didn't give you much. Now, this could totally be my fault. I jumped into the 17th game of a series I knew nothing about. But as a big release title for the PS5, when there are very few games out there, they should have assumed a ton of people would be playing this and introduced to all of these characters for the first time. And even if you wanted a proper introduction, to play these games, you're gonna have to have some older hardware. So as these moments showed up, instead of inducing nostalgia, I'd just be left confused. The game plays well. The variety of guns and upgrades kept me going. The melee combat and dodging was a little iffy, but it worked nonetheless. I did enjoy the mini puzzles with Clank and the newfound friend Glitch. Both of these were just a ton of fun. I do have a couple of gripes. For one, the golden bolts. When you collect a golden bolt, you typically get some sort of cosmetic related thing. Big head, tiny head, change your hammer, change the color of the bolts on the ground, so on and so forth. It was just random nonsense and fun. Then came the 23rd and 24th golden bolts. Now, to set the stage, the game has not been beaten, final boss still needs to be fought, final challenges are still available to be completed, there's still quite a bit of the game left. And what do they give you? Infinite ammo and infinite health. And this is a huge break from all the previous cosmetic changes. This is game-changing things right here. It just felt so out of place and trivializes everything else that's coming up. Now, I know you're gonna say, well, don't use those. But the counter argument is, this isn't a cheat. You spent how much time searching, finding, getting these golden bolts, and this is technically your reward. It's just the worst reward ever. Now, I'm not against an infinite ammo, infinite health thing, but do it in like a new game plus or something. My other big issue is Rivet. It's the brand new character of the series and the only other Lombax Ratchet has ever met. And she is nothing more than a reskin. Same dodge, same jump. Heck, they even share unlocks between these two characters even though they're traveling to different planets and aren't meeting up. It was a huge missed opportunity and honestly a huge disappointment. Give Rivet a different combo, a different special ability, something to differentiate her from Ratchet. Because otherwise, she's nothing more than just a clone of Ratchet. The game itself is gorgeous. Each of the areas look beautiful, all the ray tracing and all the power of the PS5 is really showcased here. That being said, it was a little bit of a heater while playing. Though along with that, the sound, it was there was music, it was good. I can't really remember any of it right now. There's not like any main tune I could pick out of the air or anything like that, but it didn't detract from the experience, which is good. So then, is it worth your time? If you're lucky enough to have a PS5 and you're familiar with the previous Ratchet & Clank games, then probably. You'll enjoy seeing the characters from the previous games all dolled up on the PS5. You'll enjoy the same Ratchet and Clank style of game, and you get a lot of replayability with the New Game Plus. Weapons can be upgraded to an Omega level in this. But if you are absolutely new to the franchise, I'd say no. Now, I even grinded out the Platinum Trophy in hopes of finding some way to recommend this game to someone who's never touched a Ratchet and Clank game. And honestly, I can't, at least not for the $70 price tag. Now, it's not a bad game, but for the price it is, I didn't enjoy what I got out of it. So I'd recommend playing something else and waiting for this to go on sale. My name's been Stryftek, and thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, by all means, click that like and subscribe button. Helps people find me. And I'll see you next time on Is It Worth Your Time?